Yeah.
Hey guys, About the Mighty here, and I'm back with another Eve Echoes video. So in today's video, we're back on the live server, and I'm going to start by doing some storyline missions with my Apocalypse. Today's mission, we are going to be doing Mega Corporation, and hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. Alright, so before we get started, if you do like my content, please leave a like on the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I do release new content in the future. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at my fit real quick. And then we'll go ahead and jump into the mission. So for my high slots, I have all beam lasers. I'm using Corpus C-type large beam lasers. I do have a Republic Fleet target painter. I have two Mark 7 large group armor repairers. I need to upgrade those to Mark 9s, but I haven't, and I'm not in a real big hurry. In my low slots, I have a GIST C-type large micro warp drive, a GIST C-type large capacitor battery. I have two Marketeer tracking computers, so not the best gear in the world, and a Centus C-type heatsink. I have a couple of those. For my rigs, I have a Laser Collision Accelerator 3, Laser Burst Aerator 3, and a second Laser Burst Aerator 3. And for my engineering slots, I have a Semiconductor Memory Cell 3, second Semiconductor Memory Cell 3, and a Targeting System Subcontroller to target that a little bit faster. And that's basically what I'm looking at with this build here. My capacitor does last about 6 minutes, but mainly it is going to last a whole lot longer than that. Majority of my cap rate actually comes from my lasers right now, so we are working at those. I do have 1056 DPS, and I've actually sacrificed some range on this ship, so I'm at optimal range of 97 km with an accuracy follow-up of 24.96. Okay, well, this mission does take some time to do, especially in a battleship. So we're going to go ahead and get started and jump out. Our first jump is going to take us just all through high sec. And what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and cut this little section out here. I'm not going to make you guys watch the travel, but I am going to keep the recording running because I just want to see the overall time clock of how fast this is going to get this mission done from start to finish.
Every day we escape, losing all of our faith. We can't live this way. Feel me slowly fade away. Feel me slowly fade away. As far as the wind will take me. Every day I feel time slipping, passing, skipping by. All the words I could say just can't really seem to stay. Feel me slowly fade away. As far as the wind will take
With the first station here. So this is going to just be the first part of picking up the equipment that we actually need to complete this mission. So let's go ahead and get this. Alright. And now we've got to take these 10 jumps away. So that is also going to be quite a bit of a trek. And let's do a little bit of a look here. So we're going to jump these things out 10 jumps for the encrypted documents. We're going to deliver those. We're going to talk to Connie O. Pato. And then we're going to move out to the actual encounter. We're going to come back to Connie. Looks like we're going to move back out to scan a system. And then we're going to go back to Connie again. So that's the plan. I will see you when we are in touch with Connie. Okay, here we are at the drop-off
Drive
point.
active.
Lots of talking. And sorry if you heard that there, that's just my alt account running around doing some stuff. Alright, so now we actually get to jump out to the combat, so I will jump out there, and I will see you in a moment. Here we are outside of the encounter, and let's go ahead and get started. We're going to warp in at 100. Our runaway gate is going to be a Raromon. Sounds like some type of Digimon.
Warp drive active.
But hopefully we'll make short work of this mission and everything will be just fine. I mean, it's not like it's a T10. Do. Okay. So here we are. Let's see just how well we do. Let's back approach. Get a little bit further off here. And let's start locking up the little guys. 81, 82, 79. This guy is going to be the threat. So we are going to take him out first, if possible. Perfect. Deado. Next one in line is going to be this Korax C. And he is also having a bad day. Condor, goodbye. Blackbird, you're next, buddy. And let's start locking up the other guys. We can actually activate our module here just to get our energy up. And let's activate our damage as well. Again, if you don't know, with the damage activated on here, we're at 1,355 DPS with our lasers. So it's actually not too shabby. And we're going to sit back here and just blah, blah, blah. Well, we slowly put away at our 161. Okay, moving to the Caracal now. Yes, I know I have a target painter. Yes, I don't care that I'm not using it. And lastly, our MOA. I will use the target painter on the MOA. Why not? Even though I should have been using it on the guys that were much closer. Okay. Boom! Wave 2, what are we looking at? Alright, these guys are a little bit further away from us. Let's see who's going to be approaching. You are approaching. You're approaching. And I don't like the way you guys look. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and activate damage, activate that, and bye-bye. Don't like you. And then we have a condor to take care of after this guy. No problem, you're dead. Perfect. I guess we could turn our butts back around. We're in an okay spot to do that. Now let's focus fire you. Now even sitting at 121 km, we're not going to be doing the best of damage, but we should still do okay. This ship is very slow to turn. Okay. We can lock up everybody else and basically prepare for the next wave now. The only thing that we're really concerned about is the first couple of fast ships. Once they're taken care of, it's basically just shooting fish in a barrel. One of the best parts about these types of fits that have such insane range. I would activate the target painter, but it's not really necessary. We will activate the cap battery, though. We're just going to activate that while we shoot some stuff. And the reason for that is our lasers do take a lot of capacitor, so we want to try to regen a little bit while we have this opportunity. Put ourselves in a little bit of a better position for the next wave. Okay. I guess we'll hit this Drake up a little bit. Okay. We're starting to get within closer range and should be able to do a little better damage at this point. And a Drake should drop very shortly. Let's again activate our battery, hit our damage. And while the battery is running, we can spend all the spendy stuff. Here, let's actually activate that too. Sure. So with both of them running, it does 1,600 DPS. That's a little bit of an overkill for a frigate, but hey, why not? Alright, capacitor battery is gone, so we're going to turn back around, start our approach in the opposite direction. We turned quite quickly that time. I'm actually surprised. Okay. Normally Coraxes are a pain in the butt. What do we got here? Zot. You are next, sir. Bunch of tiny ships. Nothing we can't handle, though. I think we could just chill right now. Activate that, activate our damage. And start locking up our other ships. Sure. No elites as of yet. Making this mission really easy peasy so far. Our next two waves probably will have elites though. And so we are going to have to worry about those in just a moment. Okay. Moving over to the Naga. So our capacitor is still in a bad place with this ship. It is definitely very capacitor hungry. I am going to be working on that, so that is in the queue here. I'm getting up some of these to level 5 and 4 respectively, and then I'm going to be starting my advanced battleship engineering level 5. And then we're going to get into expert battleship engineering, and that's going to help out tremendously on our capacitor needs. So it is going to take about 23 days for that skill to finish, give or take the free XP that we're going to get in the meantime. So I imagine it's going to be less than that with all the free XP, but roughly 23 days, and then we'll have the battleship engineering, advanced battleship engineering 5 done. We'll be able to start the expert and get the expert as high as we can, and then our capacitor will be in a muy bueno spot. Okay, let's go ahead and start approaching again and see what this wonderful wave is going to bring us. Okay, 17 ships, not bad. Let's lock you up. Let's lock you up. Let's lock you up. You, my friend, can die. Let's hit you next. Okay. My elite buddy here, we are going to go ahead and ablap you to the fullest extent of our capabilities. Uh-huh. Goodbye, good friend. It was nice knowing you. Let's start locking up some of these other ships. And let's turn our butts back around. We don't need to be this far out. We do have an elite Drake in there as well. But let me tell you how much I care. Okay. So many tiny ships. Oh, well, I definitely don't want to orbit. Like, that's a lot of tiny ships. Oh, we have a bunch of elites. So we're just gonna stop. That's it. We're just gonna stop right here. And we're gonna chill. And we're gonna play the game of shoot all the ships. Pew. Pew. The Elite Drake, Elite Moa. Yeah, I really don't. I really don't care. They're elite in name only, not in difficulty. Let's go ahead and activate all of our happy fun stuff just for fun. Okay. We're going to move over to the Drake now. Ah, Drake has gotten into range finally. So it's able to actually hit us with some of those long-range weapons. I believe it was the Drake anyway. Might have been the Nagas. Who knows? We're going to start moving away. In either case, we did not come out of this unscathed. I guess we can lock up the rest of these guys here. I didn't want to do that. I want to continue our approach on what we were approaching. Elite Drake, you can continue to take some damage, please. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. Perfect. Alright. Let's activate the rest of our stuff here. Why not? We'll slowly start taking out the last of these guys here. And we'll expect the next wave to bring something a little bit more troublesome. You know, perhaps it'll give us 30 shifts or so. So we'll just have to slowly whittle them away. This is a Tier 8 mission. Tier 8 missions aren't normally known for their difficulty. But hey, I mean, when you got an apocalypse, and you can fight out these ranges, not much is too terribly difficult. Yes, there are other ships that can do it as well, but I love my apocalypse. It applies damage pretty nicely at these ranges. It's able to cut through ships pretty well. And because of its faster firing rate, it can retarget and knock off all the little ships quite effectively in most cases. Didn't even actually have to use the micro warp drive really in this mission. Let's activate that again. Might as well activate all of our stuff while we have the extra capacitor. Yeah, we've burned through the Nagas pretty well. Alright, we've got 23 ships in this case here. We are going to pull away a little bit. And we're just going to see who takes the front of the pack. Alright, we've got 3 strong contenders here. Let's start getting these guys killed. Perfect. Let's increase our firing rate a little bit more. Excellent. Bunches of elites, right? Elite Caracal, you're going down soon enough. It's mighty nice of them to all come to the front of the pack like that. Okay. Korak, see, you are next. And we are down just like that to 17 ships. There's still a couple more elites in that pack over there, but that'll be okay. And just like that, gone. Well, the Blackbirds are going the way of the dodo. And it looks like our elite buddies have actually retreated farther back into the pack. They're like, no. Okay, Blackbird is gone. Time to start working on these guys. And one of the cool things about having range like this too is you can literally pick out of the pack pretty much whatever you want to kill. You don't have to kill from front to back. Definitely makes it easier though. Especially when they all line up like that. Look at all that loot over there just chilling. Ah, I love making one big loot pile. Sure, let's lock up a bunch of the smaller ships again. Let's activate our stuff. Okay, so this Elite Condor is being a little bit of a problem to us. Nah, let's focus fire this Korak Sea first. We have 10 ships remaining on grid. Okay. I would actually love to take out this Elite Naga first. If anything is going to give us a little bit of trouble, it might be that. And by a little bit of trouble, like he might come in and graze our shields a little bit. You know, make sure it actually looks like we're in a fight. The Elite Moa looks like it has decided to wander in the direction that is not towards us. Taking a very... Oh, no, he's turned back around. He's like, hey, buddy, I heard you were talking some smack about me. Okay. Next elite threat is taken care of. Capacitor isn't looking the greatest, but we will survive. We do have our capacitor up right now. We can actually activate all of our fun equipment again while that is up. 7 ships on grid. We can let that tick one more time. Alright, final 6. None of these 6 here actually have any type of elite status associated with them. They're all in about that 100 km range. It is literally fish and barrel time. Okay, with Kiriko gone, we are actually just going to move over to the Naga. If the Naga does have any long-range weaponries on it, it may graze our armor as well. I'm sorry, graze our shields. It won't even come close to our armor. And this is the exciting playstyle of the Apocalypse when it's long-range fit. It sits back and you get to watch shiny lasers reach out and murder things. Okay. After this, we will move over to the Drake. And we're going to activate all of our stuff for the Drake here. Yeah, we got his shields over half down in one shot. And his shields are gone. Drakey boy's having a bad day today. Okay. Goodbye, Drake. Now these two Moa2s really can't do terribly much to us. They're going to sit over there and wonder what went wrong with life and try to rethink their positions. While they're doing that, we will gladly make sure that their shields are getting a proper cleaning with our lasers. Yes, everything is outside of drone control range. It is my hood ornament. It just sits around and flies in circles around me. Wanders around. Occasionally you'll see it on the top. It'll start on the left side and move over to the right. Haven't quite figured out what he's trying to do, but he's trying to do it. Oh, now he started on the right, moved to the left. He just had to prove me wrong. Cool. Alright, I do want to get my loot in this case here. The only thing I really care about... Ah. We are going to approach and use the micro warp drive. The only thing I really care about is the elite loot, but what I want to do is I want to get 150 km away so I can actually just warp over there. That's definitely going to be a lot quicker. I don't want to finish the conversation just quite yet. Cool. Sure. While we're here, we'll grab up whatever we can. It can all be crunched. Okie dokie. And we will start looking for our elite Rex. There we go. And anything that we come close to on the way, we will loot. 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 Oh man, all the loots. We get so much of it. Okay. Let's approach the next loot wreck. Garbage, garbage. Cool. It's one of the cool things about this as well. Usually your loots are all in a pile with all the frigates and everything that you're one-popping. Let's move on this way. We have an elite battlecruiser wreck out there. It's still pretty far away. So as you can see, running the micro warp drive itself, you can leave that thing on pretty much indefinitely. It really is the lasers that have a lot of the energy drain on this ship. So that is something to consider whenever you are flying this ship. I definitely recommend, so you got your skills in the right place where you want your skills to be, having that capacitor battery. That capacitor battery will let you finish pretty much any content that you want to do with this ship, as long as you're cycling it on pretty much every single cooldown, as long as you're firing your lasers. And there can be rest moments too. Your actual regen isn't that bad, so I mean, if you absolutely have to, if you're starting to get really low, you can just cruise away for a little while and sit and chill since you're flying so far back, and let some of that cap recharge. But ultimately, with the cap battery running, you shouldn't really have to do that. I've never had to do it anyway in the missions that I've done. Alright, we are down to the last piece of loot here. Might as well grab it. Cool. And we've got 9 jumps left to go to get back. Okay, and here we are with the scan complete. Uploading mission data. And that should be that. Yeah, and we get our mission reward right there. And that is the end of Mega Corporation. So that's Mega Corporation and my battleship on the live server, just to show you guys out from start to finish. That did take me about an hour and 8 minutes with all the travel time and everything, just to put that into perspective. Okay, so I really want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.